My mom is helping my ex deal with our breakup, but not me. My boyfriend, I'm 29, recently broke up with me F25. I'll call him Carl. We dated for a year, then we're in an official relationship for a year. Carl met my family when we became official. It was important to Carl that he was close to my family, and I appreciated that. Before dating, we didn't talk about what we considered cheating. We did talk about how we had friends of the opposite gender. I never met any of his friends, but he's met a handful of my friends. While in our relationship, Carl would go through my phone while I was sleeping. He explained how he considered texting male friends while in a relationship is cheating. He would call me a cheater, block my friends, and forgive me so we could stay together. Every time I would explain how I felt, it wasn't relevant because I was the one who did something wrong. We never talked about it and would continue dating. I couldn't talk with him about these issues, so I ended up talking with my mom. She would side with me in the problems Carl and I were having. She suggested Carl might have insecurities that he had to work through. She would hear me out but still be polite to him. They both bonded over boxing and started going to the gym every week. I wouldn't go because it wasn't something I wanted to do, but happy they were getting along. We spent holidays together and Carl would invite my mom when he was throwing a party. They got along well. Fast forward to Carl and I breaking up. He went through my phone again and believed I was cheating again. My mom came to pick me up the night we broke up. She asked me how I was doing. I told her I can't talk about it right now because I didn't even process everything. The preceding days were filled with texts from my ex. He wanted to get back together. I thought it wasn't a good idea. I expressed to him that we should take a break, but he didn't want to. Eventually, he said it's done. The next day, he told me he talked with my mom about how we're breaking up. He told me he told his family as well. My mom didn't tell me he called her. I called her and asked her if she talked to him. She said she did. I said, what did he say? She said, I'm not going to tell you what he said. I was like, what? Just tell me what he said. She wouldn't tell me what he said because she wasn't going to snitch on her friend, my ex. I said, you're my mom. I'm your daughter. I'd like to know what he said. She refused, and I'll admit I started yelling and crying at her. The conversation didn't go well and she hung up on me. I called and texted her the next day about how sorry I was. She didn't answer because she was at the gym with Carl. She didn't accept my apology and is still upset with me. I tried talking it out, but she didn't want to. She just tried to look for a therapist for me. While I was talking to my mom, I told her I didn't care what he said to her. I was upset that she didn't even call me after being on the phone with my ex. She heard him out and didn't think to call me after or to tell me he called or just a simple, how are you doing? It made me feel hurt, but she doesn't think she did anything wrong. She stopped being mad at me, but she hasn't apologized. I don't know what to do.
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Shoot, the way these Reddit stories be going, she might be sleeping with him.
OP replied,
The thing is, I believe they weren't sleeping together until my coworker suggested that they might. I don't think they are. I just think it's really weird.
You know, I find his behavior super weird. The fact that he feels that he needs to snoop through your phone so much and talking to guys is cheating? All weird. Becoming besties with your mom? Also weird. Either we are missing key details or he is projecting his own cheating on you.
OP replied,
I've thought of this. He's been burned in the past. I understand how he could think that his girlfriend is cheating because his ex cheated. I've never give him a reason, but definitely made a habit of going through my phone. Being besties with my mom, I thought it would be good for them to have a good connection. They would hang out, which is fine with me. I don't know if it considers them besties.
I'm going with skilled manipulator and agree on going low contact with your mom for a while. He sounds creepy, plus mom is maintaining her friendship. I don't care what talk he talks. Unless you know your child is evil, you always take their side over the ex. And I don't believe either of them really knows him. OP hasn't even met his friends and she's been with him 2 years. OP replied,
This is exactly how I feel. I believe we're not getting back together because I'm not running back to him. I also believe he's using my mom to get back at me, but my mom's just going along with it. This is what I was trying to explain to my mom. She's not getting it. That's why I have a problem with all this. Thank you.